Hey guys, Anthony here. I want to show you guys a video that I posted back in May 2018, which for some reason stayed private. I'm not sure why. Perhaps I just forgot to title it and make it public. Either way, it was a period where I was having a bit of a crash. I had to go spend some time with my mother's again so she could look after me. But I managed to come home and look after myself again. But really what this video is about attitude and getting your attitude in the right place. And that's why I want to share it now, because watching it back again last night showed me why I've got to where I am today. And it's very important, I think, to share this. There's some things in it which touched me now. I think perhaps even I have slipped a little bit. And I want to admit that because when it's hard, we remember all the things we should be doing. When it's a bit easier, we start to slip up, right? Because we think that entitles us, but that's far from the truth. If you want to stay well, you must keep acting well and keep doing the things that keep you well. If you slip back to that old lifestyle, you're going to get sick again. So it's important to maintain a very good mindset throughout that, and that's what I'm basically portraying in the video that I'm going to share with you now. I'm not sure if I would have said everything the same way had I posted it now. However, this is how I said it. This is what I needed to get off my chest at the time. Perhaps it comes across in the wrong way at some points, but it's just me. It's just me being organic, going through a tough time. So make of it what you will. I hope some of it speaks to one or two of you and helps you through whatever patch you're going through right now. In the next few days, I'll be posting a video about my most recent test, so look out for that. Otherwise, I'll see you very soon. Take care.
Hello guys. Okay, so it's been a really rough week. From the last time you saw me, I think I said I was like dealing with a bit of a crash then. It just developed more and more. You probably hear my voice is a bit croaky today as well. I tend to get quite yeasty. Gives me like this croaky voice when I'm in a crash. I actually even went back to my mother's last week so she could look after me because I couldn't look after myself. I was really weak. I couldn't do anything for myself. It was one of those moments where it's like I felt that ill. I was unsure whether I should call a paramedic or something. I normally get through those periods with more confirming to myself that it's probably okay. That when I feel that ill, I feel like I'm shutting down, then I probably just need to rest or something. And based off all the times that I felt like that I felt like I'm dying, I haven't died yet. So I'm not really anxious about it anymore. I never get worried when I feel that way. But anyway, I have to solve this problem, like all my other problems. So what have I thought about? Well, first I went back to my one test that I did with Genova Diagnostics, and I looked through all the things, and for one, my lysine was always really deficient, which normally happens when you've got a virus or anything, which can be the case for me and anyone else with ME. Secondly, there was just other things like arginine. I was low in that as well, and I've never taken any of that before. So I have started taking arginine and ornithine. I've added that to my list. I don't need to show you. You know what they are: arginine and ornithine. It's good to take those together because if you take arginine, your ornithine can go down. If you take ornithine, then your arginine can go down. Basically, they work against different things, and they're a bit yin-yang. So you do have to balance them out, really. I'm taking those. I've also I've ordered some more things to deal with yeast, some teas. I take Pordit Arco, so I've ordered some stronger Pordit Arco tea. For now, I just take that. When I did my stool test, I looked at my stool test again, and I had a lot of yeast back then, and from the moment I had my sort of bloom, you know, when you saw me in around like October time, I felt really good. I was driving again. I was seeing friends. I still had a lot of brain fog, but something was working because I was driving again. I was, yeah, I was doing pretty much everything. I was walking around a city, which is just insane. In fact, I remember once my girlfriend needed me to help her carry these like 10-litre water bottles all the way from a supermarket to the place where she worked, and I did it, and then I drove 40 minutes back home, and you saw me crying in my fucking bed last year because I was going through a crash and how I dealt with that. So I want to affirm to anyone, affirm in your minds right now that you can get to that point. And if you are watching this and you don't know anything about me, then go back through my history, see what I've been through and see what I'm doing now. I'm still not recovered and I'm still going, but I've reached periods where I do get better, and I want people to know it's possible. Um, One of the things that I've had to do is actually leave all these communities online, and I don't know if that's selfish or not, because I'm trying to build my own community, really. Well, not really a community, I'm just trying to get knowledge out there about my experience, but I've had to leave all the ME groups because I find them so depressing. People give up, and I don't want to be around people that give up. I want to be around people that are still trying, no matter what, even if you can barely move. I want to be around people that are still moving. I've wanted to make this video for the past 7 days, but I haven't been able to have any ability to do that because I've just been so weak. Earlier today, I was struggling, really struggling to just stand up and cook. So I'm not strong myself, but you must keep trying. You must keep trying. You must visualize where you're going to be, because you have to get your body knowing that it's in a state of recovery and it's trying that there's a point to get better. You have to believe it. I don't know. I study a lot of things like Bruce Lipton, who coined epigenetics. If you've never seen The Biology of Belief, go and watch that and prove to yourself with science how you can change the reactions in your body. I see all these MTHFR things, and it's all down to your environment and how you perceive the world and how you perceive your situation and how you think you're going to get better. You can't recover with just your mind. I'm not saying that, and I think anyone who says that, we get very insulted when people say it's all in your head. The thing is that we miss that because we're so against it being in our head. The moment someone says that there are parts of it in your head, we get insulted, but we mustn't, because we must take that on board, that actually there is a part of this which is in our head, and the part that is in our head, which people have actually misunderstood me for lately, is that attitude to carry on. If I have an attitude to carry on, no matter how depressed I get, how sad I get about my situation and the things I'm missing out on, or any of that stuff, then that's giving up. And that's a choice I make in my head. It's how I react to my situation and the things that I'm happening around me and the events around me. If I don't like something on television, I don't like it because I see it and then I react to it. So it's the reaction to the things going on that changes how we feel about them. So where am I going with this? So the whole correlation to me between the mind and ME is that it is our decision to keep trying and to keep getting better. One of the biggest or the most popular ways for people to die with ME is suicide, and suicide is at an all-time high regardless of chronic health issues. But you throw ME in the mix and the statistics go up even higher. Now, I actually missed out on one of my friend's funerals 2 weeks ago, who killed himself because of my ME. That makes me feel awful because I react to that event happening and I say to myself, I'm not good enough. I'm so weak, it's embarrassing, and people must think awful things about me, that I couldn't go there. But if I get stuck in that train of thought, how is that going to help me get better? If I'm constantly thinking about that. If I spend time thinking about that, then I'm not thinking about the things that I could be doing, or I'm not thinking about, I'm not sitting there on Google Scholar looking at another paper that can help me define things that can make me better. And this is what I'm saying, get your mind in the right place. Get it in a place where you are going to recover, no matter what. Like, you're not backing down. I've been reading through posts again of people who say, well, I'm this old, so I don't think I can get better now. And it's crazy. The moment you start thinking that way is the moment that starts becoming truth. And you can't let that become truth. Just can't. And I urge you to please look into the biology of belief, and all the common things as well, like the power of now, and realise that you really do control how you react to things, or you can at least begin to. And I think once you can do that, I have this negative situation, but I decide, right, I'm going to do better out of it. I'm actually thankful for my enemy, because I know that when I get better, I'm going to live my life as fully as I can, in the right way. I'm not going to be addicted to cigarettes or cannabis or alcohol or gambling anymore, because those things are parts of my life that never helped me. And I ate crap all my life, and acidic drinks, and I never looked after myself. I never exercised. And this is a lesson to me, because it's going to show me how to live my life fully. And that is me turning my negative into a positive. Even when I go to bed sometimes, feeling so ill that I don't care if I wake up in the morning, I eventually still turn that thought in, but when I'm out of this night is going to be worth it. And I really want people to snap out of this attitude where they can't get better. It makes me angry, because I know that people can. I know they can. I know that I can. And that's why I want people to watch me and get better. So I'm your proof. And go back in my videos and see what I've been like and see what I've got to. I know that we can get better. I don't stand for people who say, yeah, we may be able to, but it might not be 100%. No, go for 110%. This is the point I'm making. You're going to get 110% better. Because then even if you only get 100% better, okay, you need to set your aims higher. And then that gives you much better success rate it gives you much better chance to reach a point that you weren't going to make if you set your aims lower. If you say, oh, I might only ever get to 90%, well, you might actually end up getting to 70%. If you say, hey, I think I'm going to get to like 120%, 130% after all this, there's a much better chance that you're going to get to 100%. Trust me. Trust me. So anyway, I just had some thoughts that I need to get out there, because I get very passionate about it, and I want people to be happy. It's one of the most depressing illnesses on the planet, and we must maintain a good focus, a good sense of joy in our lives. And it's very difficult to when you can't partake in life, but it's possible, and you must keep that focus on getting better and focus on maybe things that you've missed. Right now, I'm looking at yeast again, because it's just something I never read. I did the probiotics, and I've just ordered more probiotics again. But you know me, I don't skip things either. You know, I see people say, oh, I'm not well and I'm not doing this, but then I see in another post, oh, well, I'm still drinking. I still have I still smoke, and I still eat chocolate, and I still do this and that. And I'm like, well, okay, come back when you're actually dedicated to getting better. You know, you have to dedicate yourself. If you're angry, okay, with this illness, prove it to yourself how angry you are at it. Prove it to the illness. Be angry at the illness and do something about it and get out of this mess with me. That's all I want us to do. I just want everyone to just get on board with really doing the right things for themselves. I know it sucks, and now and then I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes where I've had a little bit of chocolate, but at this point I haven't had chocolate for must be 10, 11 months now. Okay, if you start putting all these sugars and stuff back in your body that may have caused things in the beginning, like all these things that we're not, you need to get as natural as possible, support your body in the right way, and give yourself that proper mindfulness and that positive attitude. I'm sorry if I haven't got my point across as well as I'd like to. I never rehearse my videos because I like to sort of create a bit of a brainstorm with it as well. I think that's how I flow better with my content, and it also helps me engage a conversation. I want people to respond to me so I can engage a conversation and we can come to an agreement, because I'm still learning as well. I'm still watching videos now and then where I get insight from other people. It's other people who educate me, and then I pass my point of view onto you, and then you watch mine, and then you go and make your point of view, and that's how I want this to be. I'm not right. I say it again, as I've said it in other videos. I am not anything. I'm really not. I have no knowledge that you can't get yourself. I only know what I've read myself. I have no credibility, but I do care about others, and I do want to share as much information that I fully believe in, that makes sense to me and has proved to work for me. I share that, and I will never lie to you or deceive you that I feel better on a day. If I feel sad and I'm going to cry in front of you so you see what I'm going through, because then when you see me doing better, you know that you can get there too, and that's how I'll always try to be with you. But you must make your own, you must be your own advocate, and like I've done recently, if there's things that you might have missed, go back and look at all your tests again, like little things. Like I missed out like the yeast in my stools, and the ornithine, the arginine, the lysine. I looked at it and I was like, I'll be alright, that'll be fine. I'll focus on this first. But you know, I'm thinking about it now, and I should have been doing that at the beginning. So yeah, I've really gone off on loads of tangents there. I don't even know what to name this video because I've talked about so many things at once. Sorry if I'm a bit sporadic. I am quite brain fogged, but at the same time I've got this, I feel quite pumped about it because I'm passionate about it, and I want people to think about their mind a lot more, and the thoughts that we give ourselves. And yeah, it's the same when I post something on a group or something, and instead of getting a response, like an actual logical response, when I'm asking a question, I just get someone put a sad face, like an emoji, like a sad face emoji, so they just pity me instead. And that's not how I want to go about my life. I want people to be happy for me. I don't want to give people negativity. I want us all to be getting better and changing our attitudes. Pity is the worst thing you can give me. It really is. No matter how I feel, I don't do this because I want pity. I do this because I want to get better, and I want to teach other people how to get better in the process. And I hope I do. I hope I make a difference to someone's life. Just one person. If I can make a difference to one person's life out there throughout this whole thing, then it is so worth it. So worth it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm about to hit 17 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for listening. If you got this far. I'll post again when I can. There are more topics I want to talk about. I want to go through other things like anxiety, depression, and diet, and lots of other things that I've never really focused on. I always tend to just sort of spray all these things out in one video. So I'm going to try and focus things more, maybe make bullet points and stuff I can kind of read about, because I don't. I just press record and I just start yapping. Okay, but I'm going to go now because I've got some food cooking. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Please write in the boxes below what you want to know about me, any reactions to this video, and I will answer them, I promise. Great. Speak to you soon. Happy healing. Bye.